if you're watching this, the best thing to do is not let your kids watch it with you, and also have a bit of, you can have a bit of discretion with letting your children watch it, especially if they go to school with Avril. So you all know who I am, you know I'm Avril and Katie's mum. In January of this year I was diagnosed with bile duct cancer, and since then it's been a real struggle to sort of hold it all together. So I was diagnosed in January, and they said they were going to remove it, or then they'd need to shrink it and remove it. So this is really hard. It's been really hard few months. So after quite a bit of delays, shall we say, we travelled all the way up to Leeds to be told by a surgeon that it was no longer operable. I would need to have chemotherapy. So I've undergone 5 rounds now since February till now. I'm due to start round 6 on Tuesday, and I think they give you 6 rounds and then they need to let your body have a break before they give you any more. So over the course of 5 months there's been many delays, quite a lot of catastrophic errors with my treatment, which has led me to the point that I am now. There is no curative treatment within the UK for me. I have to go abroad. We have spent the last 2 weeks searching for international help, and we've had a couple of quotes. We've had one from America, which was $150,000 US, and we have also, my mother-in-law has spoken to a surgeon in Hong Kong, because the type of cancer is very rare for Caucasian people. There's not as much experience in the UK, whereas it is more prevalent in Caribbean and Asian people. So the surgeon in Hong Kong has experience in treating this, and he would be a very good option for me. But we're looking at a minimum of £100,000 to have surgery and chemotherapy. It's either one way or the other. If I have surgery, I still need the chemotherapy to make sure that all of the cells are gone. So we are now faced with the choice of how on earth we are going to raise £100,000. You know, we have things to sell. We could sell a house or we could sell a car, but we're still looking for a huge amount of money that will allow me to see my children grow up, because every mum wants that. Because you don't think that there might not be a time where you can see them grow up, especially when your kid's really young. So we have looked at Europe. We're looking to see if Europe can get back, but we don't know what they're going to say. So we're starting up a funding page, because to be fair, we need all the help that we can get. And I know we're not expecting to raise £100,000 because it's an obscene amount of money. But even if we raise like 1,000, that would get us flights somewhere. I guess especially with Hong Kong or the US. Yeah, they could treat me, but if they're looking to give me the chemotherapy that I don't have access to in the UK, I'll have to live somewhere else for 3 months, which is fine, but you've got to look at the expense of that, as well as treatment. And, you know, 3 months you can't leave your kids behind. And to be fair, I don't really want to be away from them for a great deal of time as it is at the moment. And we don't really like to ask for help. And we've really tried since January to do this ourselves. But I think it's time now for us to ask for any help. you know, a pound, anything just helps us get a little bit closer to getting this sorted. And it's been 5 months and the chemotherapy isn't working. And I don't really know I do know my outcome if I don't leave the UK. So I'm just trying to get something together, and it is really hard to ask for help. So anything, I mean, even if you can, even like if anybody's got any ideas of stuff, I mean, I've changed my diet radically to make sure I'm eating the best I can, to make sure my liver is still functioning well, and making sure I'm giving my best the best possible chance for surgery, because obviously I want you well nourished and everything. So if anybody's got any ideas about what foods that are good for me, or you know, just a bit of support. And I'm sorry that I'm having to tell you all this like this, but it's really hard to tell everybody because you have to keep reliving that same bit of information. You get the high of thinking, oh, you know, it's going to be sorted in January and I'm going to be fine and I'll be recovering by now, but it hasn't gone like that. And there's been some huge mistakes that has led me to asking people to raise an extraordinarily high amount of money. So yeah, anything, any help, you don't have to, and if you can't, that's fine. I understand everybody's under financial pressure at the moment for rent and mortgage and the kids, and you know, life is expensive. So don't feel like you have to, okay? Just anything would be helpful, and I'm sorry that I had to drop the bombshell on all of you, but again, please be sensitive around Avril, and please, obviously, it would be ideal not to share this to children because it's hard for me to give Avril and Cody the right amount of information because I don't know at the moment. I don't know what's going on. They know that I'm not well and I've got a lump in my tummy, and the doctors have said that they can't take it out in the UK. I've tried to break it down as small as possible to say that we might have to go to another country to have it treated, but I haven't told them, I haven't mentioned the fact it's cancer because there's lots of adverts out there, and I think that can be quite frightening for young children. So if everybody can be quite sensitive to that fact, because Avril, the thing with Avril is she tells me she misses me on a Sunday night when she has to go to school on a Monday. So we're trying to keep her as stable as possible and get me better quickly because, you know, I hate to think what damage it would do to the kids if they lost their mum. So, thank you.